Going on? Look at me.
A
Yeah,
lot
all
going
the way
on, then the
live,
light
all
going
the way.
out.
Yeah,
A lot going on, then the lights going out.
that right there. Yeah, man. Yeah, we ready now, though, y'all. We ready now. Y'all, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. We got the brother, Mr. Michael,
Aye,
and our
aye.
other brother. He's on a flight, man, going to New York City to get off in some of that Pfeiffer. You
Mhm.
know, he like that soccer. He like to do things. So y'all already know we gonna get it going. Tonight we have another great topic because we're
Yes.
talking about these distractions and how they lead to the manipulation, man, of you not doing what you supposed to do.
Mhm.
So we're gonna get a breakdown of that in a little bit here. Mr. Michael, you give a little bit, man, while I get myself together over here.
Yes, yeah, I got you. I got you. There's a lot of things that's being done right in front of our eyes, and a lot of us don't see it or don't realize it, or some just don't care until it's too late. And you see, there's a famous quote says, if you don't know your history, then you're bound to repeat it.
How
So
about that?
here's an example that's leading up to our topic. This year America celebrates its 250th birthday. But did you know that the thing that sparked the American Revolution was built on deception, for lack of a better
You went out,
word?
Mike.
Can you hear me?
Voice went out.
Oh, hopefully it don't start messing up on me.
Can't hear you.
Oh shit. Wonder what's going on. This is not the time for that.
Hey, man.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, I can't hear you.
Oh shit.
Nah, you probably had to go out and come back in, Mike.
All right, now I'll do that.
Okay. So while he's doing that, man, I'm gonna tell y'all ways this distraction thing, man. It's like it's so many ways of us being distracted. We gotta realize something that when people reduce your awareness, that's how we continually be fooled by Democrat, Republican.
Can you hear me now?
Did you say something?
Can you hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you, Mike. I don't know what's going
What
on with doing.
the hell? All right, let me see.
Yeah, your volume ain't working or something.
What's going on?
But yeah, that's how we get. So when your attention is divided by stress, social media, entertainment, and constant notifications, you have less mental energy to question information. Because see, we don't get to question the information enough. Everybody's just going along with the flow. Like I said, they got the politics going on. They got the politics rather going on. Then
Politics.
we have people who telling you about wars that's going on. We don't fight wars. We don't have anything to do with wars. We don't have anything to do with that. Even if you're in the service, they only pick and choose who they want to go out.
Can you hear me now?
So you have to remember that part of the game too. So anything like when COVID was happening,
Damn.
they manipulated us with the stimulus checks. It's so many things that this TV, this television does to where you will always be worried about their business instead of your own. You can't sit around and be talking about,
What's going on here?
there we go, thinking that you can be talking about um, just having a general conversation about their information when all in all, we shouldn't even worry. I know we should be aware and we should stay in the know of the things that's going on, but at the same time, That's part of
Can
their
you hear me?
plan, is to keep you in the know,
Yes,
in
sir.
in what they're doing. Because what they're doing, all we're doing is listening. We're not even doing the homework of demonstration. We're not doing the homework. It's like right now, everybody's mad about Carmelo. When this is over with, let's see. And when next week comes, let's see if everybody's still talking about like we should be talking about Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, like we should be talking about George Floyd. We should be still mad about these people, but we done went on with our lives. Everything is cool. It didn't affect me that much. So now we don't even talk about these things that much. When we should still be mad about these things, you know?
Yep.
So these are just some things, man, when you got these emotional decision making, they put you in this emotional bubble to keep you off guard. They keep you so entangled with your emotions to where you mad about things that you shouldn't be mad about. Instead of being
Right.
angry or mad, go down to those city council meetings. Go down to the city hall and start sitting in there in some of the meetings, man. That's how you get angry. That's how you solve that.
Yep.
Once we get down there and have a voice, we have more people fight for us than us. That's the crazy part.
Can you hear me?
Mike, you didn't get it right?
Can you hear me now?
Nah, I still can't hear you, Mike.
Damn, what the hell? Let me go out again.
You got your microphone on? But yeah, they keep us making these emotional decisions instead of reflecting and getting our minds off into the solution based mindset. Nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, but a lot of us don't have a solution based mindset because all we want to do is have somebody figure it out for us. Hand us the answers, hand us reparations, hand us when we should be coming together collectively, putting out the petitions, getting all of our business in order, getting all of the facts together, represented to the Supreme Court, and then maybe we can see what we can get. But until then, as we coming together one at a time, trying to go up there and talk about it, we do more talking than we do action. We don't have any action people no more. You know, getting this organization together is really hard when you trying to have one person do one thing and then another person do something else. Man, I don't know what's going on, Mike.
Me either. Can you hear me now?
It's crazy, brother.
Still can't hear me? Damn.
I can't even see why you're
Everything
not.
on my thing.
No,
Okay.
that didn't help either. Trying to do. Let me see. There you go.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh man. I
What
don't know
you
what was
did over
going
there,
on
man?
with you. I have no idea, man. I ain't all that tech
Distractions.
savvy, but at least I know what button.
Distractions, Mike. It was
Hey, it's
distractions.
always something.
Now you done went out. But yeah, that's another thing, man. We got these emotional decision making distractions. Often keep us into the reactive state. We shouldn't be reacting every time. We should always be responding, man. Think about what we're saying before we say it. Think about what we're doing before we make the move. Everyone's just sitting around going, and that's not the way we should be living, man. Strategically get your things. I did a live this rising, and that was one of the things that I was speaking about was making strategic moves of continuously putting value into our children, value into our systems, put some systems together that show structure in the household. These are the things that will keep you from being distracted. All right, Mike, we ready
Can you
now?
hear me? Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
man. You back
Finally.
on live.
Damn.
You
Man,
back
that's messed
on.
up. And I had such a great entrance set up, and now it's kind of too late. But anyway,
Man,
we on it.
go on with your intro, Mike. I'm ready, man.
All right. Okay. All right, but like I was saying, people they get so distracted with so many things that they don't realize it or don't pay attention. But you see, this year is the 250th anniversary. We're celebrating it, but the whole thing that sparked the revolution was based on deception. Because back then, the King of England decided he wanted to raise taxes on premium tea. Now, that's the
Mm.
tea that the regular folks could not afford in the first place.
How
But
about that?
they were illiterate, couldn't read, so they all meet in the town square, and rely on somebody to read what was posted, and then tell them what was going on, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this led to the Boston Tea Party. Now fast forward 2003, 2004 campaign season. Obama was running, and he proposed raising the taxes on people earning over $250,000 a year. All right, I'd be hearing all these different conversations about, oh well, Obama going to raise our taxes. They forget all about 250,000 a year. So I asked one, I'm like, yo, do you earn 250,000 a year? Obviously, the answer was no. But the thing is, they jump on the bandwagon complaining about something that doesn't even affect them. So now
Right.
you're distracted with this, and at the same time, other things are going on that actually do affect you that you don't even pay attention to. And then it's like also, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, the big, well, not in those times, but not too long ago, there was a big debate over unisex bathrooms, right? So now, all of a sudden, it switched from being unisex bathrooms to being about transgender men maybe being in the restrooms while somebody's daughter, little girls, go in the restroom. So now
Mm.
everybody got emotional jumping on that. But the thing is, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, if you went on a road trip anywhere, you stop for gas, you got to go to the bathroom, you go ask for the key, it's attached to a hubcap, a license plate, a brick, but it was a unisex bathroom. It's only one bathroom, everybody uses it. Even before that, before we had indoor plumbing, the outhouses,
Right.
same thing. But all
Right.
these people jumped on the bandwagon complaining about unisex bathrooms, but they've been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
And people just don't think. And the problem is with the distractions, you start to get emotions. When you get in your emotions, you forget to ask questions. You don't
Yep.
think about what's going on. So you overlook things. Just like when you get excited. When you first meet somebody for the first time, like for me, if I meet a woman, I'm interested. I don't pay attention to those red flags right away. That all comes down the road. But once I start paying attention, now I start seeing those red flags, asking questions that actually make a difference.
Yeah, boy, you
But
got to do the red flags early now, cause it's getting
yeah,
crazy out here.
it really is. But see, and that's how it is. Like for me, you already know how it was in my relationship. All
Yeah.
this time, it was like these little arguments. I could be happy about something, come home looking forward to the evening. All of a sudden, the first thing comes out of my mouth turns into an argument.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, what the hell's going on? But I'm distracted from what was actually on my mind in the beginning. And all the time, it's all other kind of BS going on in the background.
Right.
But see, this is how the distractions start. And manipulation, nobody just starts out manipulating you or trying to manipulate you. First thing they do is distract you from what's actually going on. It's pulling you away from your focus or away from building that life that you envision. So once
Now I
these
think
distractions
sometimes, like,
start,
you mean to cut your wisdom, but sometimes they
mhm,
come in with that manipulation, boy. It's rough out there in them streets, man. That's why I stay at the house.
yeah. Well, nowadays you're right, because I done seen some stuff where they coming in, well, you got to buy this, you got to do
Yeah,
that. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
they let you know right off the bat. But then
yeah. A
I don't
real
even waste
man.
my time in those
Yeah,
situations. But the ones that
yeah,
catch you are the ones where you're not paying attention, and all of a sudden, oh, can you pay my light bill? Can you pay my rent? Oh, my car about to get repossessed.
yeah.
All that stuff comes. See, that's how it used to be. They
Right.
get you. They get you with the distractions. They didn't get you with that. Now they leading with that. So to me, that's not a distraction. They telling you who they are right from the beginning.
Yeah,
And it's up to me to whether I want to deal with it or just go ahead and say, nope, been there,
that's
done
right.
that. Ain't got time.
That's right.
But, but that's how things are nowadays. But that's all distractions are. It's more of you just losing your focus. Is often the tool shifts from your it shifts your attention away from what's important and allowing someone, something, or some kind of outside influence to shape your thoughts, your emotions, and your decisions, also your
Yeah.
behaviors. And this is without you even realizing it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the
and
thing
that's
is, it's a distraction. So when you do finally pay attention, but that's where self development comes in. That so you'll see a
mm,
distraction before it happens. Now, but those who are
yeah,
not self developing, those who are not doing the work on themselves, who are not doing the shadow work, those are the ones who are being distracted because
yeah.
first thing that'll come out their mouth, man, you hear what Trump did, and it's like, bro, I don't care what
What
Trump
he
did.
always
That's
do,
not going to affect me. So we have to
right?
realize that during the self development stages, man, we have to really alleviate what comes into the eye gate, what comes into the ear gate, and definitely
Hmm.
what you put in your mouth. So we got to do more of that self development in order to reduce the awareness of distraction.
True. And through the self development, that's where you actually start to realize and see those distractions. Because now you asking questions. And
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
biggest thing. If you're not asking the right questions, you ain't never gonna get the right answers. And a lot of times that's all it is. You just going through reacting to life instead of
yeah,
questioning, well, why is this? What
yeah.
makes you think this? Or and once you start asking those kind of questions, it changes things. You start to see things for what they really are rather than what they appear to be. And
Uh huh.
it's like to say, if you pay attention to what's going on around you, a person that's I, I don't want to say educated, but technically, an educated person is harder to manipulate, not
Yeah,
distract, but you're easier to manipulate because you don't see things that actually. It's like somebody that's being book smart and somebody that's being street smart. A
right.
street smart person is going to catch what's going on like almost instantly. But a book
Exactly.
smart person, they intelligent. They might have a high IQ, but they're dumb as a box of rocks in what's going on in life.
Right.
So
As
this
far
is
as that having that keen awareness, that quickness, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
right
They'll get it
to
later, but it's
recognize
like
what's
at the
going on.
moment. Yeah, when they hear that
Yeah.
jive talk, they don't even pick up on the jive talk. They just talk.
Hmm.
They thinking oh, that boy's so nice. Nah, that boy
Yep.
trying to manipulate that thing. He's trying to get you.
Yeah.
You
He
know, so
grinning
it's
too
like that.
much.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just having that conversation with Baby a while ago about that. Same thing.
Yeah.
How dudes be making you laugh and come in and all the thing. You thinking he's sweet.
Yeah.
Whole time he got an agenda just
Yeah.
to get a part of what he needs to get. But yeah, man. So when we get too much information too, man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Information
saying?
overload. Yep.
Information overload, man, and it's part of that what we're having going on right now with social media, with the telephone itself, man. You got too
Mm.
much
Yep.
information in your hand and not structuring yourself to utilize it in the correct manner.
Right.
You know, a lot of people we just get on social media for the entertainment instead of being entertained. Be educated. You know what I'm saying? Educate
Yep.
yourself from that device. Or YouTube has a lot of educational things that we should pay attention to if we're not in the awareness of our own ways to get information. You know,
Right.
YouTube is one of the biggest platforms to where you can get the right information, the correct information. So, you know, it's a lot of things that we really need to really pay attention to in our day to day so we can stop being distracted by them, you know, because they as we always know who they are. So
Hmm.
they continue to try to distract us from our purpose, our goals. and our visions just because they want to start a war or they want to tell us we don't have any money to do X, Y, and Z. But all of a sudden, you got 2.2 billion to start this war or to give
Hmm.
another country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, what is the real deal here? But we all we do is say okay and go back to our houses and go back to our lives and not even take action no more. And
Right.
finding out that's what we really need to start doing, Mike, is finding out ways to will give information to where we can start sending people to where they can find out how to start a movement on their in their community on
Hmm.
how they can get to, like I said, you got to go to the city hall meetings first of all. And I know for a
Right.
fact those city hall meetings you can have a voice in there. And a lot of
Yeah.
times that when we don't show up for the city hall meeting, we're not even we're spinning our wheels, because
Yeah.
that's where the people are going to fight for something. That's where they're going to discuss matters in their neighborhood, in their communities. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
what we have to get back to is doing the town hall meetings.
Right. Become an
Yeah,
activist in your own neighborhood.
your own neighborhood, man.
That's it. And it
You're
says
right.
that go ahead.
Nah, that's what I was listening.
Oh, I'm saying that they said that distractions are anything that diverts your attention from your goals, responsibilities, your values, or your reality. So distractions can be external, such as social media, entertainment, gossip, advertising. It
Right.
can be emotional, like anger, fear, jealousy, resentment, like mental,
And then
which
that's
is
the thing too, though.
overthinking. Hmm.
That's what I want to talk on right there, man. Once we get into a angry mode at that, and we allow
Yeah,
that emotion to take them, and then that'll take us for the rest of the day. We sitting around trying to figure out, and the whole day done passed by because we done got mad at one person.
yeah.
Now that done took a toll on our whole day.
Or
We can't
your
figure
whole
out
life.
the whole life. How about that?
One emotional decision can redirect your whole life. That's
Yeah,
why so many people in jail now. They
right.
reacted instead of thought about what was going on, acting out
Yeah,
of emotions.
yeah, so true. And that will have you in a place where you don't want to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I made a joke
sure.
the other day talking about how ain't nothing open after 12 except legs in jail. We make a lot of
Sad but
bad
true.
decisions. Yeah, we make a lot of bad
Yep.
decisions after midnight, man.
And one or the other, a lot of times. Yep. This is true.
Yeah, man.
But then
But
still you have
that information
yeah,
overload, man. It takes what it says. When people are overloaded, they often rely on shortcuts. Then that's when you
yeah,
find people trying to take those shortcuts, listening to the authorities instead of doing your own research. Well, the police
yep,
said. Well, Donald Trump said. Well, the government said. It's like you can't keep on doing that, following the crowd. You
yeah.
can't keep following a crowd of
Hey,
people. The blind leading the blind is really a thing. And
yeah,
that's
and
how the vulnerable people get manipulated because
yeah,
that's what they love to follow the crowd instead of doing the research. When we doing
and
these when we doing these shows, we do the research. You know.
yeah, for sure. And this goes right back to what I was talking about introduction. Because
Right.
those people who just listen to what the police say, what Donald Trump say, just listening to what's being said and not doing research, you just like those illiterate people standing in the town square, letting somebody else read the declarations on the wall and tell you what it says. But
Yeah.
you're not doing the research because they can tell you what they want. They can tell you something completely different than what is actually on those declarations. And then
Right.
you go off, you in your mind, oh, yes, I don't believe this is going on. Why are they going to raise the taxes on tea that you don't even drink and can't afford to drink?
Don't even drink.
Or so it's like you worrying about something that doesn't pertain to you in the first place. And
Right.
I've been seeing lately, it's like a lot of things going on. I've been noticing. they doing all these like the guy making a comment about Michelle Obama at the UFC thing. I didn't even watch it, but now that's the only thing that pops up. Soon as I open up my phone, I'm seeing things on the news feed about this. So everybody's talking about it. But the thing
Whatever.
is, they've been talking. It was like the guy after he won his fight, he stands in the ring, takes the mic, and says that Michelle Obama is a man, and then says, "Am I right, America?" and laughs. But see, nobody in government, nobody in the UFC, other than Dana White, he made a comment I heard earlier, but it was like a couple of days after the fact that he doesn't believe in what when people are putting down somebody else like that. He believes in free speech, but that actually goes too far. But the
Right.
thing is, these emotional reactions, I've been hearing people talking about a race war for years.
Right.
And this is the distractions and the manipulation to pull us into it. Because you got people coming up of the lighter hue that are doing things, getting in your business. Like I see this thing with Godfrey, the comedian Godfrey, I forget his last name.
Right.
We're talking about leave black people alone. And it's
Yeah.
happening more and more and more. And eventually, black people are already fed up now. So it's only going to take a little push, and then it's going to be an all-out war. Everybody just going to go off and start fighting. That's basically the same thing that happened in the American Revolution.
Well, that's what they
One little
want,
thing,
but that's what they
exactly. That's what
want.
they're
They're
pushing for.
not gonna get that. They're not gonna get
Yeah.
everybody fighting because
But
you
they're
got to
pushing
remember.
for it.
But you got too many people that's scared, Mike.
That's true. You got
Because
too
they're
many that's scared, and you got too many.
all they thinking about, man. I ain't got time to go to jail. I ain't got time. See, we don't have no more revolutionary people, man. That's like
Right.
when that boy got killed. I mean, when that boy had them 35 years, you don't see Al Sharpton and them no more because
No.
they've been exposed as black bootlegs. We know y'all part of the
Mm,
agenda. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We know the what's that other boy name? The reporter dude, the
Mhm.
black dude.
Ben Crump.
Nah, it's I think of his name in a minute. Roland,
Hmm.
Roland.
Oh, Roland Martin. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Same thing with him. You ain't hearing nothing about them. They not saying
No.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting to a point to where you get paid off, man. You can't say nothing because if you
Right.
use your authority, you use your power to help these people. See, like you got people like 50 Cent now. Bootsy, he gave the people 500,000 for appeal lawyer. 50 Cent
Hmm.
supposed to be he's supposed to be having his legal team help this dude out because
Right.
that's what it's gonna take. Some street dudes who making their own money, who independent
Hmm.
to step up. Because
Yeah.
if you a movie star, you a big time. If you in the face of entertainment, let me say that, and you did it with a company like a record label or an
Hmm.
agent, something like that, you are part of a team of people who you cannot use your greatness
Your
to help
influence. Yeah.
a black community of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't let you
They
do
will.
it. They
They will
they're
blacklist you
gonna
and cut
they
you
would
off.
they would take everything from you
Yeah.
because you are not part of what we're. That's like this. Everybody's still talking about this Kevin Hart roast. Now
Hmm.
the comedians are saying, "Man, that's a roast," but in
Yeah.
reality, hey man, we don't want to see no more white people talk crazy about black people. I don't care if them your
Nope.
friends. Hey man, because now you're allowing the door to open even more.
Yeah.
And
They
then they're
think
gonna
it's
get
all
so
right.
comfortable to where you're gonna see people just literally getting beat up on the street and thinking it's cool. And then y'all letting them, it's like, nah, don't play with me, homeboy. I don't care about no
Yeah.
jokes or nothing. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk like that. It's like
Right.
Mojo Brooks, he was like, man, I don't think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So my Kevin Hart told him,
Hmm.
man, you gonna have to do this. He said, nah, I don't think I can do that, man. Y'all ain't finna sit there
Yeah.
and do me like that.
All right. And then you got to grin and take it. Just smile
Yeah, even
like
though
you
you get a
okay
chance
with
to
it.
hit them back at the end, but Yeah, it's something, yeah, we can tell jokes. Let's go ahead and keep doing stand up. We ain't finna do no roast.
Yeah, 'cause we used to
Yeah,
do that like during the dozens growing up, but that
right,
was us. We talking
exactly.
about
Right,
each other's mamas and all this stuff.
right.
But that was all in good fun. That ain't the outside people coming in and doing it. Because
Right.
first, it's like Trump made them feel like it's okay to start showing that you're racist. But
Exactly.
now, if we start accepting it on a public scale, now they think, oh, well, they don't say nothing about it. So now it's going to get even worse.
Yeah.
That's why you're
Yeah.
going to have a whole lot more people showing up in prison, in the
Yeah.
courts, because they done put somebody in the ground because
Right.
they took it too far. They said something to the wrong person that wasn't about
Too
to
far.
have it.
Yeah, it took it too far, man.
Yeah.
And that's what happened because we losing our loss of self reflection.
Hmm.
Once we lose that self reflecting, then that's when you easily manipulate. You see
Yeah.
the constant distractions like leave little time for reflection, man. You don't when you getting all these different distractions in, you don't have time to look at yourself because you're looking outside of yourself. You just like
Right.
that back in the day thing where people used to look outside of themselves for God to come back
Hmm.
down, save them, take them back up. When whole time God is already in you because you're made in the
Already.
likeness and the image of Him. So how can you be distracted by an outside entity that has nothing to do with you?
Hmm.
Like I said before, as I've been learning and doing my research, the word black, blanco, that's white.
Yeah. Blanco is white.
Yeah, that's what black is. If you go back to the Latin word, look up the origin of the word, it means white. Everything that they took from us, they gave us something that was impure. All that they do is
Hmm.
try to manipulate. All they do is want us to be off balance so that we don't go back to the Black Wall Street. We don't go back to North Carolina,
Right.
Durham, North Carolina. We don't go backwards and get our piece of unity back.
Right.
They fear us being together, man.
Yeah.
And we are so dumb, we don't want to be together.
Yeah. That was all programming as well.
That's
That was
still
a,
program. It's
I
still.
think, and it
It's
was done
still.
so well that I think they even surprised at how well they did over the years. Because, like I was listening earlier to something they were talking about, there's no slavery. Slavery is over. But no, slavery is still here. You're not
Every
wearing
day.
chains, but you
Every day.
enslaved mentally
Yeah.
because you still have that colonized mindset, which we
Right.
talked about. You are defending the people that are oppressing you. And that doesn't make any sense. But just it's like I saw a dude was messing with a black dude. The dude finally popped off and just started whooping this dude behind, right? But
Right.
then you hear the black woman in the background, no, stop, leave him alone, don't hurt him. But she didn't say one word as long as the white dude was messing with the brother while he
That's
minding
it.
his own business. But as soon as he popped off and started landing these blows and blood flying, now all of a sudden, no, stop, stop, stop. And the worst part is, I know
Man.
we don't want to talk about religion and stuff, but the people that are believing so much in this white Jesus are mostly black women.
Oh yeah.
We are more into their Christianity
Well,
than the ones
they're
who gave it to us.
the older black women. We're not gonna say the younger ones because the younger ones know.
Well, right.
They
But it's
yeah,
definitely the older ones because that's
yeah,
all they do. They in church. Like they're trying to buy their way into heaven now. Every Sunday, you're going to go sit up there in church, but then you're doing the same sins that you committed before you went to church.
exactly.
It's like, what sense does it make? You holy on Sunday between what? Sunday school start maybe at 9 o'clock. In some churches, they don't get out until like 3, 4 in the afternoon. It's
Right.
like, so now you holy during that time, but the rest of the time you just an evil ass bitch.
Right.
It makes no sense. And
Yeah.
those are the ones that are defending the ones that are oppressing the most.
hmm And that's what we have to, really get away from, man. All of
Yeah,
that, all of that religion, man. Become more spiritual if y'all can. If
absolutely,
y'all can start doing the research and looking within yourselves, you'll find you'll be at more peace because you
for
go to
real.
that building on Sunday, you don't have a building like that on Monday. You don't have a
Nope.
building. You have to wait 6 more days until you get back to the build, unless you're doing the Wednesday Bible studies. And but the thing is with that,
Choir practice.
are y'all really studying the Bible, or when you should be in there trying to come up with a plan from the Bible to unite your community to bring more people into the church? You don't even bring more people into the church because the church is full of people who are sick,
Yeah.
you know? So that's another distraction to where you find yourself outside of yourself thinking that you're fin to get some entity from outside of you to make your life better. Whole time,
Right.
you don't even need all that's going on, paying for a position in heaven when you can have heaven right here on earth.
Yep. And
You
all
know what I'm
because
saying?
somebody told you you gotta wait. You gotta endure everything that we do to you, but you're gonna get your reward when you get to heaven.
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
None.
None
None.
whatsoever. And the
When you
thing is,
find
I
that,
mean, if they would use common sense, the people who force this religion on us don't even practice it the way we do.
don't even practice it
How
at
can
all,
you
Mike.
turn? You gonna
No.
right? You gonna turn your cheek, but he's the one that's oppressing you. He ain't
Right.
turning his.
No.
So how can you follow that?
Exactly.
Just to me, it's just crazy. But it's like, yeah, that colonized mindset. No
Yeah.
matter what, they just my guy gonna do this, my
Right.
guy gonna do that. But you sitting at home still waiting. All you got to do is act. Get up and do something. God going to give me a good man. But you sitting at home, you ain't never going outside nowhere. You sitting there eating chips all day, getting bigger and bigger. Like who wants that? Walk out with a bonnet on and some pajamas, looking sloppy as hell. But you think you're going to attract a man, much less
Right.
a good man? It don't
Yeah.
work that way.
And that's the crazy part because they don't do the homework on themselves to
Yeah,
make that happen. But they don't even do homework at all. Let me say that. You
that's
know,
it.
yeah, you got to do something, man, as far as, educating yourself in order to allow a man to find you. You
Yeah.
got to be making yourself attractive, not beautifying yourself, but making yourself attractive mentally, because that's where
Yes.
a man is. A man is only his mind. A man ain't his money. A man ain't his titles. A man is none of that. A man is his
Right.
mind. And if his mind is distracted by little bitty booty shorts and nice fresh hairdos, he's not the man that needs to be leading you anyway. Because
Nope.
then that's when he'll find himself distracted, and you'll be a distraction in his life.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be there to help him prosper. You wouldn't be there to help him get to the next level because all he's seeing is a distraction. And you're not
Hmm.
educating him on things that he need to be educated on. Because a lot of women, y'all can help men just by being the queen, just by being that feminine, by being soft.
Hmm.
True enough, a lot of y'all have had to do it by y'allself, and but you really haven't. But you just don't want another man outside of the one that you had the kid by to even help you
Hmm.
because he's simple. Yeah, it's a lot of simple ones out there,
True
you
that.
know. But to be that distracted man, you know, to be that simple man, as my kinfolk say, to be that simple man, you still have to know your boundaries. You still have to set and instill values within yourself to say, hey, man, you know what? I got distracted for a minute. Let me get back on track. Let me get back to journaling. Let me
Hmm.
get back to meditation. Let me get back to focus. For that, you'll find yourself getting that lust up out of your spirit. Because
Yep.
you have to meditate and tell the universe to, hey man, release this lust. thoughts from my head. Release these thoughts of adultery or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because there's some pedophile men out here who don't even care about your little daughter, about your girlfriend, about whatever the case may be. They outside, man. I
Yeah.
was sending out videos the other day about how these Spanish dudes blowing this powder in these women's face,
Right.
walking by them and blowing the powder in their face, and then sending another
They
woman
losing
in,
consciousness.
send a woman in to act, and the dudes come in, he move away, but then it's a woman coming right behind him, like, hey, no, it's my friend, let me get her, man, let me get her, I'm gonna take her, and then they take her, she take the woman down the street with the man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See how they got a distraction, you know? Yeah, what is that? But that's how this thing's been working, man. It's been working so easy, man, to where people are just really angry within themselves and don't want to do the self work.
Right.
The wars start right here, man. That's where the war is at. Once you get that war of you battling you up out of your head, you fighting you.
Yeah.
You fight you more
Absolutely.
than you fight anybody else.
Yep.
And
You have
that's
more
definitely,
conversations with yourself all day
yeah,
long than with anybody.
yeah. So here I got some common tactics, man, of manipulation, man. So when the people always say, "My act now," it's like you got that sense of urgency, like you ready. You got to do this now, or you won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people tell you to come to church tithe. You got to give your tithes, man, or you ain't going. Like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me going to heaven. I
Nope.
just came to fellowship with y'all just to we can have a great conversation. But other than that, nah, man, I ain't giving y'all all my bread. I got other stuff to do with my money.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a
That right
lot of
there.
things
But
going
yeah,
on
man.
like
So
that.
then you got flooding people with information that confuses them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real big one right
Yeah.
there.
That's
You know?
the used car salesman tactic. He talking
Yeah.
so fast and trying to be your friend. All of a sudden, I mean, like, remember we talked about these books, like how to make friends and how to make
Influence.
friends and influence people.
Right.
That's all
Yeah.
it's teaching you how to do. You're
Yeah.
talking to them in such a way that all of a sudden you build a rapport, and now they acting like you friends.
Right.
And all you're doing is basically manipulating them. You're distracting them with your words and manipulating their thoughts using your
Yeah.
body language, your words, and all of a sudden you got them buying
Yeah.
something that they don't want or need.
Using that entertainment, man.
Yeah.
Because the thing about black people, we love to be entertained. For some odd reason, we love to
Hmm.
be entertained. Oh yeah, man, let's go to a comedy show. But then when you say
Hmm.
we got a rally over here going on about a movement, oh man, that ain't my thing. But you finna go
Right.
waste $50 to $100 on a ticket to laugh
Hmm.
instead of going to the rally? Yeah, man. That let you know, man, how they got us so enchained in this black it's Willie Lynch
That's
system,
it.
this Willie Lynch mindset, man.
Yeah.
Because Willie Lynch letter is still going through our souls right now.
Yeah. It
The
is.
Jim Crow is still alive to this day. Because they've taken the jar off, the top off the jar. We just still
Yeah.
on that street
And we
level of jumping only high as the
right.
league will let us. Who you
Yep.
think that only those who think like that.
Yeah.
You want to jump in this high, man. They said we can't, no, we can't do that, sir. I'm not gonna do that. No, sir.
Yep.
No, sir. I can't do that, sir. Yeah,
Your
man.
master gonna be mad.
After don't get mad. Get that out y'all head, man. Ain't
For
nobody
real.
controlling you but you, man. It's you versus you. Every day you get up,
Hmm.
do some exercise, do some stretches, do something that's gonna get your focus back. Cause you can't distract a made up mind. My mind is
True
made
that.
up. I'm focused on where I'm headed. I'm focused on what I'm making today. I'm focused on who I'm gonna talk to today. And what you trying to come over here with some bullshit information, man? I don't want to be entertained. You can't make me laugh today, homeboy. If I want to laugh,
Hmm.
I go to social media. I know who I need to look at. But
That's
today
it.
ain't gonna be a laughing day because see, a lot of times, man, when that government keep us so emotionally charged, that's how they keep us off
Yes.
balance. I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna keep them mad. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
showing them these infomercials about how Bill Gates is gonna he's over here feeding us animals and I mean insects and all of this
Hmm.
stuff. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them these Donald Trump videos about how he just doing dumb shit. I'm gonna show them these
Yeah.
other. See, that's where they get you at, man. Quit being
Yeah.
entertained by the and emotionally entertained. You getting emotionally charged behind something that you have no control of. Man,
Exactly.
make sure you grow your own vegetables and fruits. You know what I'm saying? You can start a garden
Yeah.
in the back where you just eating collard greens, or you eating sweet potatoes, or you eating just carrots. Whatever the case is, you got a garden that you can put this in your house, in your closet, or wherever
Hmm.
there's sunlight, or whatever you want to do. But you got to, one thing we have to stop allowing is for outside entities to distract our inside soul. Our inside goals will not be fulfilled because we keep them inside entities in our mindset,
Right.
thinking that, oh man, I can do, I can, it's like, nah, you can't change somebody else's business, man.
Right.
You can't make somebody else who you want them to be. That'll never happen, man.
For real.
Away from the distractions, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Is just like we have to start protecting ourselves from miscellaneous information. Man.
True. And, in the research I got here, the
Yeah.
psychology of distractions. Like your attention is your most valuable resource. So where attention goes, your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, and your behaviors follow. So if
Mm-hmm.
someone can control your attention, they can often influence your actions.
Exactly.
So this is why companies, politicians, advertisers, influencers, and even manipulative individuals compete for your attention.
Yeah.
So the person who controls your attention often gains the opportunity to influence your choices. So that's
It's
how
like
important it is to protect yourself.
it's like if a
Mhm.
person can make you mad,
Yeah, they
they got
control you.
control of you. They can control you.
Yeah,
That's why you can't
that's
let them.
exactly
Man,
right.
when people out there yelling and screaming at you, just smile and look at them.
Yeah,
Like, man, look at this dumb. Look at this fool.
yep, true.
And that's how we lose the fight. We lose the war. Win the
Yeah,
fight, but
that's
you
it.
lost the war.
Right.
You know?
And
Yeah,
yeah,
man. But
and,
I got some of this stuff, Mike, that can help us.
hmm,
How to protect yourself. You practice focused attention and limit unnecessary distractions.
right,
Practice focus. Practice. See, the more we practice on focusing, we losing distractions to the wayside because
right,
you're practicing on focusing. The two don't go together. It's like faith and fear don't go in the same. Do one or the
right.
other.
That's the
You know what I'm
opposites.
saying? You practice
Yep,
in faith or you practice in fear. You're not practicing both. Don't
absolutely.
happen like that. So you gotta pause before making important decisions. It's like when we're speaking now. We can't just
Hmm.
rumble and say what comes up in our mind and let it come out. Now you have to block that. No, I can't say that because that's going to start a war. I
That's
can't
what
say
the
that because
president
that's going to,
does.
figure out what you want to say. Isn't people thinking you have to say something immediately? And the whole time, you don't
Right.
have to say it right now. Just give me a minute. Let me digest what you said. Let me get all of that information together. And then I can feed you what I need to feed you, you know?
Right.
Because other than that, like, nah, I can't feed you. You know what I'm saying? I
True.
can't allow you to catch me into a place of uncertainty and, oh, I thought you said this. Now I thought you said that. No, I thought you. It's like, nah. Oh, love,
Hmm.
man. Let me get it together first. You know,
Yeah.
then I can give you some information. So that right there, if they spend time in reflecting, prayer, meditation, and journaling.
Hmm.
I always love. I got so many tablets, man. I'll just be writing stuff down. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll go
Yep.
back one day and just be looking at these tablets, be like, man, I wrote that. Well, I said that. Oh man, I took that note. And that's what it's all about, reflecting on what you wrote down months ago, years ago even. Because you'll see how your
Right.
mindset have grown. You'll see the change in your thoughts.
Yep.
You'll see the
True.
words. You learn different words. You're getting greater at different meanings of words, because if we look up the same word, it may mean one word may mean this, but you spell it a different way, it mean the same thing,
Hmm.
you know. So we got that. Then we have to develop clear values and personal
Hmm.
boundaries.
Yeah.
We hear
That's a
songs
big.
like, I ain't got no type. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you gotta have a type. If you ain't got no type, you're gonna allow anything in your realm,
True.
you know? And that's where the
Yep.
purpose is. That's where we defeat purposes. Because we can't grow. How do we go as a man, how do you lead your household when you don't have a type? As a
So
man,
who you got in there? Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You got a whole distraction in your house. Because all she want to do is spend money. All she want to do is go places. All she want to do is talk to you about her girlfriends and what they going to brunch on the weekend.
Hmm.
Ain't none of that getting you a quarter,
Mm.
taking more from your household than it's giving your household. As a
Yep.
man, you have to develop clear values and personal boundaries as a man,
Hmm.
so that that woman can understand and understand that, oh, this dude here, he got some values. Oh, he got structure. He got morals. Oh, I can't go over there playing with him. Yeah, I ain't gonna go over there with that nonsense with him because he won't allow it anyway.
Right.
And if you say you're going to be on the growth journey, you say you're going to be on the self development
Be on.
journey, and you don't do it, the man is not going to deal with that. He's going to say, "Ah, you know what, man? Let me get away from this." And
Yeah.
and you feel like he don't have to tell you nothing because, shit, you ain't doing what you supposed to do. And I already had this discussion
Yep.
because if the roles were reversed, women don't put up with stuff. Women have boundaries, dude.
Yeah.
You have to be this type of man in order to be in my space. So when a man has this type of same thing, don't call him sassy, call him a man. He got
Hmm.
boundaries. He has value. He has self discipline. We ain't gotta have no, I don't want your pussy every day.
That's it.
Keep that. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that today. Tomorrow, you better be done taught me something. With this, it's called a sapiosexual. A
Yeah.
sapiosexual is a man who's only attracted to a strong mind, a strong aura of educating herself, a strong
Hmm.
environment of growth and learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sapiosexual. If you can't fuck my mind, give it to me. Then we have learned to distinguish emotional reactions from reasoned judgment.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Emotional
everybody
reaction.
judges to a certain extent. But if you have somebody who complains and who judges every man, look at this man. Oh, look at that. Say, man, you looking too far outside of yourself, and you giving too much you giving too much entertainment. I mean,
Or
attention to
energy.
that to that to
Hmm.
that thing that's not benefiting you
In no kind of way.
in
Right.
no kind of way. So that part of a distraction, you got to limit, man. You got to put. Hey, let me put a cap on this now. Let me check this out. Say this out, little mama. I'm not doing it. You told me you was gonna do X, Y, and Z. You haven't done that in a month. I ain't seen you make no moves on that in a month. I'm not. I can hold you accountable, but I can't hold you accountable at the same time.
Right.
Because if I don't wake up every day and take the trash out, you're looking at me crazy. If I don't wake up every day and go to work and pay these bills, you're looking at me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's my house. You moved in with me. No, no, no. We got to get a house together because I can't come to your house and then expect to run it. Oh, I pay
Right.
all the bills in here. I don't care if you pay all the bills. I done seen this happen so many times. Man, you can keep your
Yeah.
money and just get your money and get out of here, man. It's like, what?
Yes.
After 2 years of me paying the bills, y'all gotta go? Yeah, because you was never on the lease. You
Exactly.
was never on the deed. Yeah, you gotta go, partner. So that's why a man should always get his priorities together. If he's going to deal with a woman, he's going to be with a woman, he has to make sure he has no distractions. And if he's going to move in with a woman, make sure y'all go move into a new place to where
Mm-hmm.
your name is on the lease, your name is on the deed, your name is involved, because that way we're gonna have to grow from here. We got to build from here. And ladies, don't get comfortable in y'all go back to reverting. Oh, I'm good. I got my man now. I ain't gotta do. No, yeah. You got to do it. You still got. You still cannot be a distraction. You
Right.
still have to help this man build this empire brick by brick. You can't
Yeah.
build a house overnight. I know they got these slabs that
True that.
they slide these warehouses up in 2 weeks, but hey, that's not what we
Mm-hmm.
building, man.
Nah, something that's going to last takes a little time.
Yeah, I
And
need
then
some of that
distractions.
grandmama cooking. Yeah, I need some grandmama
Yeah,
cooking, man. Where it's in the oven. You keep that microwave, love. I want
that's
mine
it.
in the oven, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Put mine
And
in the
then this
oven,
distractions actually weaken critical thinking.
man.
And
Yeah,
that's definitely a problem because critical thinking is something that's missing, like in general nowadays. But then those who actually have it are weakened just because they're distracted. You don't get the time to just sit and reflect and think
yeah,
about things.
yeah.
And that leads to disaster.
Definitely got to have that foundation, Ken, folks. You definitely got
Yep.
to have that foundation, man. Because if we don't build the slab, if we don't pour that slab first, if we don't test the ground first,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Got to test that, see if they tamp that soil good enough. If that soil ain't tamped down, and then we pour this concrete, we're gonna have some cracked foundation.
Yep.
When we supposed to been walking, I heard this young lady say, I'm ascending into love. I'm not falling into love. Because you fall, you fuck around and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You
You're
gonna
going the
get
wrong
hurt.
way.
You gonna get hurt falling into love. Yeah, love is something that you walk
And
into. Yeah.
it seems like that's what's been happening to a lot of people. They falling and then they getting hurt in the process.
Well, because they're not doing the work and finding out the right words to use. You have to become a
Hmm.
wordsmith.
True.
Yeah. A lot of people are doing what they, but see the thing about that, Kinfolk, let me see if I can get that on the screen. Yeah. But a lot of people are doing what they was showed and told when they should every day, blank canvas, learn the way you need to be doing it. Because what worked for your parents or your grandparents, it may not work for you, especially in this time and age. This is new
Right.
information. So we have to find out the new ways of doing things. We have to find out become, how can we become, how can we become that new version of ourselves and not keep on remaining ourselves in that same old mind frame of what grandmama told me, what my auntie, my daddy, my mama showed me. No, if it's still relevant for as values go, yeah, but if it's not relevant as far as the values go, that doesn't sit
Yeah.
well anymore. Because these women have new standards, these men have new standards as a couple, you know what I'm saying? As a unit.
Right.
You got to come up with the rules. Like what I've been doing was coming up with a family crest where I'm gonna tell my son, this is how we operate, son. This is how we're gonna roll. And these are values that's lifetime. These are limitless. You
Mm-hmm.
can never, these values that I've set, or this crest that I've written out for him and my daughters, you can't, this is timeless. It's like some of the music we listen to, the OJs, the Marvin Gaye.
Mm-hmm.
I got some timeless stuff that I wrote down because I want this to forever be instilled into the grandkids, the great grandkids. So this a forever thing.
Right.
This is oh man, this only gonna last 10 years. The next 10 years it's gonna change. Nah, man. Some of these values is gonna stay.
That's
It's
just
gonna
it. Values don't change. The values
exactly
will stay with you forever.
yeah,
That's what you should be
good ones.
passing down.
Right, some good ones.
Hmm.
But
They
Mike, we
are
done
timeless.
I done talked too much, Mike. Mike, we done did it again.
Hey,
But
time
yeah,
fly when
man.
you're having fun.
You hear me, man? That's why I love talking about this type of stuff because it happens so much in everyday society, man. We get
Really, it
distracted by
does.
things that don't even matter, man. And we keep on feeling like it's cool
Yeah.
all the time. Nah, it's time. It's the way this world moving, man. It's time for us to unify again and get out of that. Man, I don't like that, man. Man, look at it now. Yeah, you got to get. It's time to get out of that, man. And we got to get
Right.
back into that, man. Say, man, whatever difference me and you had in the past, my G, man, I'm gonna squash that, bro. It's like some Cat Williams and Kevin Hart type of thing, man. It's like, say, we got to squash all of this nonsense, and it ain't nothing. It's like having an argument with your lady, and you come at the end of the day, you trying to figure out what was y'all arguing about. Nobody know.
Don't even remember, right?
Don't even remember. 2 days go by, you don't remember what y'all was mad about. And all you just ask us, babe, you want some tacos? Now y'all back cool again. All it took was some
Yep.
tacos. Ah,
That's all.
man, you wasn't mad about it.
Yep.
You slap on the butt, kiss on the neck. Now you back in the same, and y'all didn't even discuss what was going on because you don't know what was going on. Got to have a
That's it.
solution based mindset out here. You got to have boundaries. You got to have values. You got to set these things on a day to day basis, man. Mike, what you got on the go
Yes.
out, man?
Oh, go out today. Manipulation rarely begins with control. It begins with distraction. The moment you surrender your attention, you risk surrendering your direction. So guard your
Mm,
focus because where your attention goes, your future follows.
yeah, man. Through that. Yeah, what you see, what you do frequently becomes your frequency. That's true.
Yes,
So I got this right here.
absolutely.
It say distractions aren't automatically harmful. The danger comes when distractions become so constant that they prevent you from thinking clearly and acting
Hmm.
deliberately. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah. But like I said before, man, a focused mind is generally much harder to manipulate than a distracted one, man. So
it is.
y'all keep focused, man. Practice focus. Practice your future. Rehearse your future. Rehearse your future because it's done. We can do it. It's automatically, man. Yeah, man. We
That's
appreciate
it.
y'all, man, like we do. Appreciate the Kim folk. You feel me? That right there, brother. That's what we doing, man. We out here unlearning to relearn. Out here
That's it.
losing our mind, literally, just to gain a new one.
Mm. Yep. Well said.
Man, y'all catch us next
Well
week,
said.
same time, same channel, man.
Peace.
8:30 on Wednesday. Peace.
Have a good one, bro.
Yes, sir.
Peace.